Well, hello everyone. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on our live broadcast. The truth about Tesla Model 3 after 2 years. Thanks for joining us today, wherever you are watching in the world. Hello to everyone who's joined us on the live chat. If you're watching this on replay, be sure to leave a comment, of course, in the comment section. But if you're watching live, of course, leave a comment in the live chat box. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me where you're watching from, whether you own a Tesla or an electric vehicle. Tell me also whether you own any other renewable products, such as a solar or a battery. And if you're thinking of buying a Tesla Model 3 or an EV, tell me what reasons are holding you back, or what other information do you need to get yourself over the line, to pull the trigger, so to speak, to buy a new Tesla. So tell me where you're from, where you're watching from tonight. And of course, why are you choosing, or why have you chosen to buy an EV, or what is helping you make that decision if you haven't bought one yet? If you're going to comment tonight, consider buying a super chat comment or sticker. Help support my channel, of course. We try to keep this channel as independent as possible, help to cover costs, of course. And also think about buying some merchandise as well. Christmas is coming up in a couple of months, believe it or not. We're already in mid-September, so have a look at that. If you'd like to come on the show, by the way, you're more than welcome to. I'll leave a link here in the chat box for you right now. Here it is, coming straight to you. There it is. If you want to join me on the stream, if you've got a question to ask, please go ahead and join in there. I see some familiar faces there. So good of all of you to join us tonight. Thank you so much. I'll just put a couple more people I know as moderators, and you'll know if you're a moderator, of course, help me to keep the channel nice and clean and informative. By the way, we do these live streams to help basically inform each other, myself included. I've learned so much from my YouTube channel over the last couple of years, 3 years now actually, and all from the viewers. And of course, hopefully you guys will learn something from us tonight as well. Not from me also, but from the other viewers as well. Let's go through some of the comments before we get going with tonight's topic, which is, of course, the truth about Tesla Model 3 after 2 years. It's been 2 years already as of, I think, in a few days' time. So we're pretty close to 2 years. So I'm asking people to leave a comment as to where you're watching from tonight, and whether you own a Tesla or EV. If you're watching this on replay, hello, and leave a comment, of course, with a similar answer to those questions. Hello, everyone. We've got Gary from Toowoomba. Hey, Gary. We've got David from Queensland. We've got Paul, Paul, fellow Model 3 owner. We've got Harry and Leo waiting for Cybertruck. Yes, aren't we all indeed? Ross from the mid-north coast. Hello, City V. Nice to see you again. And I've got Gary who says Model 3 SR Plus. Her name is Miss T Blue. How good is that? That's so nice. And we've got Paul from a beautiful lockdown Canberra. Awesome. Don't worry, we're from lockdown Sydney right here. Larry says, hi Tom, it's Larry from Baronier. I'm patiently waiting for a new S. Oh, are you really? Have you got an order for a Plaid S, have you? How good is that? If you're in Sydney, no, you're not from Baronier, but oh man, I'd love to have a look at that Plaid S with the yoke steering wheel, absolutely. And Reese, hey going? Hey Tom, viewing from Dural, Sydney, just a Nissan X-Trail owner, hope to own an EV one day. Absolutely, thanks Reese, so good. All right, well, hey Scott, hey, just seeing you there. Hey, evening Tom, hello there. And we've got Noel from sun-kissed Ireland. I'm lying about the sun. Yeah, it's not much sun today in Sydney either. Hopefully next week as well. Hello, waiting for your upgrade to Model Y. Yes, we'll buy your 3. Well, that's up for consideration, actually. I'm not sure what to do with our 3, whether to put it on rental or maybe sell it. I'm not sure at this stage, so a couple of things to consider before the Y comes out indeed. By the way, before we get going, I just want to show you this quick video. This was sent by one of our viewers, my viewers, Arthur from Yeppoon. I think Yeppoon's in Queensland, up in mid-coast Queensland, somewhere near Rockhampton, I think. Let me just show you this video quickly. So this is what happens when... So this is what happens when Autopilot continues and you don't do anything. Like, for those of you who own a Tesla or have ever driven a Tesla on Autopilot, you'll know that you've got to waggle the steering wheel just to let the car know you're still alive, basically. So this is what happens when you let Autopilot continue. Here we go. Watch this.
Hunt, welcome to Yeppoon. I'm going to demonstrate what happens when you take your hands off the wheel using Autopilot. Here we go.
Hope you guys can hear that and see that. So this video only goes for about a minute or so. So you passing him. See that the blue flashing on the screen there? So, you know, I guess this is a bit of a Mythbusters video. Like, you know, Autopilot really, like, really nags you. Like, you really have to, like, let the car know you're still alive.
So we've come to a stop. That took about 60 seconds.
And as Arthur said, you know, he saw that his car stopped, and that took about 60 seconds, that video. So, yeah, it's very unlikely, you know, that the car will continue to keep going. It'll probably stop, you know, if you don't waggle the wheel or wheel it a little bit after a while. So that's just, for those of you who don't know about Autopilot or have never driven on Autopilot in a Tesla, that's what happens if you just leave it alone for a little while. And also, I just want to show you something I missed last stream. Let me just show you this. I think this works. Yeah, so this is a, someone asked me about state of charge curve for a Tesla. So this was done about a year ago in our Tesla Model 3 on a 350 kilowatt charger with our Performance Model 3. And, you know, people ask me all the time, like, do you have to charge to 100%? And, you know, I personally wouldn't. As you can see from this curve, the x-axis, the horizontal axis, is the state of charge, so what percentage your car is currently, and then the y-axis going up is the charging speed. So as you can see, initially, I can't get my mouse cursor, unfortunately, to show you, but as you can see, that as time goes on along the x-axis, the charge speed goes up really quickly, and then it plateaus between sort of 10 to 30%, 25%, and then it gradually dips down. So, you know, you'd be waiting for a little while if you waited to 100%. It's because it just gradually drops down over time. Let me show you this curve as well. So this was done earlier this year in a Tesla Model 3 SR Plus from Gigafactory Shanghai. And as you can see, between, again, along the x-axis, so along the horizontal axis, that is time, and along the y-axis is the state of charge, so what percentage your car is currently. You can see along the x-axis, it takes 17 minutes to get from 10%, or I think it was 5% at the time, from 5% to 50%, and then it takes another, 65 minus 17, so another 50-odd minutes to get from 50% to 100%. So, you know, that's a long time to get from 50 to 100. So that's why I guess on a road trip, I would generally at most charge to 70, 80, and probably not even that anymore, given ABRP at betterrouteplanet.com tells you to really keep your state of charge low. That way, when you get to a charging station, you can actually get a quick charge if you're in a hurry, I guess. If you're not in a hurry, it's not a big deal, but you can actually get a quick charging speed in that first 20 minutes or so, as you can see from these graphs here. So that's just to answer a question someone asked last week about the charging curve. All right, guys, well, thanks for joining us today. If you are here for the first time, even if you're here on repeat, even if you've seen a few of these, so thank you again. If you're watching live, please leave a comment in the live chat box. If you're watching on replay, leave a comment as well in the comment section. Again, this is just a forum for us to learn from each other, looking for you know, people who are looking to buy an EV or a Tesla, and for new owners to learn, and also for potential owners to learn as well from experienced owners like myself and others I can see in the chat. Tell me where you're watching from. If you're just logging in, of course, do you own a Tesla or EV, or you're looking to buy one? Do you have any other renewable products like solar panels or batteries? And tell me, why did you choose to buy an EV or a Tesla? Consider buying a super chat or a comment. This helps to support the channel. And after a while, there's heaps of comments. And if you want your comments to stay a bit longer, and I can answer it, of course, if I see it, think about buying a super chat comment, of course. It helps to cover costs for the channel, trying to keep this channel as independent as possible. If you'd like to come on the stream, by the way, please, I'll leave a link for you guys there. If you really want to come on, you don't have to use your camera. You can just use your mic. You can treat it as a call-in talk show. If you've got a really got a pressing question you want to ask, please do for sure. There's the link right there. Also in the video description if you miss it here. All right. Well, let's have a look at this slide here, and we'll just go through. Actually, I'll go through a few more comments before I do that, just so we've been saying a lot of people who have just come on. Actually, Reese says here, I'm pretty sure you can't use autopilot once that happens. That's very true. So once the car stops, I think it locks you out of autopilot after a while. And not just like, I guess sometimes I haven't actually wiggled it in a while. I just forgot for whatever reason. And just I've actually experienced that. It's locked me up for maybe 5 to 10 minutes, I think it was, from memory. I might have to do a test in a new video to see how long your autopilot prison, quote unquote, so to speak. All right, Greg says Kia EV6 is a charging demon. Check out a specs review. They did a full 0 to 100. Yeah, okay, I'll have a look at that. Thank you, Greg, for that. Sid EV, hey Sid, hey Rob, I should say. Sydney EV, hello there. Thanks for joining us today. Bjorn Nyland, one of the YouTubers from Norway, 1,000 kilometer trips. He only charges to 50% or so for moving on, but there are charges everywhere in Norway. Yeah, that's kind of the point I was saying. You do charge, keep it at a low state of charge, and you get a faster charging rate. Oh, Fei, hello, Fei from Queensland. Just fully paid my Model 3 2 minutes ago. Congratulations, Fei. That's so good. When is your delivery date? Let us know. Congratulations again. Tony says watching from the US, Indiana. Hey, Tony, thanks for joining us. What time is it in Indiana over there? Must be early morning. Thanks for joining us. All right, here we go. JJ Crypto's got a question for myself and others. Hey, Tom, team. One sec. Has anyone got a problem with echo on the Bluetooth phone connection? Software version 2021.24.5. I haven't actually. Have to say I haven't made that many calls on that version. By the way, I just got 32.10 today, so I'll do an update video for you guys very soon. But yeah, I think Deepak here says, JJ, I noticed this today as well. Interesting. If anyone else has that same issue and if you've got a solution for JJ, please leave a comment there. Greg says, my only issue is Bluetooth. With Bluetooth is the awful ringtone. Yeah, it's not nice. It'd be nice if you could change that ringtone, I guess. Okay, so let's move on. Hang on, we've got a caller. We've got a caller, okay. All right, before I do my slides, all right, I'm gonna say hello to Kaza. Here we go. Hello, Kaza. How are you?
Hi there, how are you doing?
I'm really well, Kaza. Kaza, where are you calling from?
Oh, I'm at Richard Chicken's place tonight.
Richard Chicken's place? What are you doing there? You're not allowed there, you know that.
Oh, don't let Dazza know. He doesn't know.
Okay.
I got a question. I heard you talking about charging last week.
Yes. Please go ahead.
Should I be charging Dazza when he comes home from work and he gets a little randy, or?
Kaza,
is that how it works?
We're talking about electric vehicles here in Tesla. Are you talking about the same thing or something else?
When Dazza plugs himself in when he gets home. Oh, right. I see what you mean now.
Oh, is Dazza a car or a person?
No. Dazza's my boyfriend.
Oh, your boyfriend. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's up to you. It's not that kind of channel, unfortunately, Kaza. But you're more than welcome to. I mean,
sorry. I thought this was like Richard Chicken's show where he does lots on dedications.
No, sorry, Kaza. This is Tesla and EVs. But if you got any other questions, please. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, if you know about a good car like an old Datto, that doesn't cost much to run, like that'd be good.
Okay. Well, maybe someone can electrify that for you, perhaps.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, that sounds like some bright spark might be able to do that.
Thanks, Kaza. Thanks for calling in today.
All right, thank you.
Take care. Bye. Wow. Thanks, Kaza. Thanks for calling in. I think Kaza might be on the wrong channel then. Anyway, she might call back in another time, I guess. But yeah, thanks for calling in, Kaza. Can't help you there, unfortunately, but we don't actually have self-plugging cars yet. Have you guys seen that initial prototypes of Teslas where that's like a snake kind of charger that sort of plugs itself in? Maybe that's what Kaza's referring to. Anyway, let's move on from that distraction. Thank you, Kaza. I want to show you the slide, by the way. Let's get onto topic. So let's just see if I can add to the stream here. Here we go. Okay, so back to our Model 3. I keep saying it's actually, technically it's Joy, my wife's Tesla Model 3, but I do drive it a little bit. I'll just show you what we've been doing with our Tesla Model 3. So it's a two-year anniversary coming up in a couple of days. It's a Tesla Model 3 Performance Stealth, red color. I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's in the intro and the outro. It's in all my videos. I call it a stealth because it's a bit of a unicorn car, so you can't buy this car anymore. So back in the day when Tesla Model 3 first arrived in Australia, you could order a a performance vehicle without the upgrade package. So without the wheels, without the spoiler, a couple other things, I think brake calipers, pedals. So basically, it looked like an SR Plus or long range, but it had a performance spec. So we could drive 0 to 100 in 3.1 seconds if I really wanted to. So it's now 2 years old. We've done 29,000 plus kilometers. I opted to pay for the full self-driving package. And that was about a year ago now, a year and a bit. Oh my goodness, no, 2019 December. So it's almost 2 years now too. Wow, now time has really flown this pandemic. So we got HomeLink as well. HomeLink is the garage door opening function. You can use your Tesla screen to push that button to open the screen, open the garage door. That was complimentary because when I bought it, a few others too, early adopters, it actually said HomeLink included. So Tesla kindly allowed us to have that complimentary. We have premium connectivity as well for the life of the vehicle. So that's free. Unfortunately, now you've got to pay $9.99 to have that. And that includes, I think, satellite maps, what else? Spotify, a couple other things. We have that actually for free. So I'm very thankful for that. I've done one AC filter change. And this is a known issue, by the way. The filter needs to be changed on the 3 fairly regularly because it stinks. The car actually stinks, and it's not my fault. Trust me, I don't stink that bad. It smells like feet. Like this smells like feet for some reason. It must be coming from the vents or something. But we've done one filter change. That cost me $208.80. Mobile service, fantastic service by Tesla, by the way. I don't know what people talk about. Tesla service is always very good for me. I've done 2 tire rotations, and one of those rotations we did an alignment. I've used Jack's tires each time in our town, which is near us. Not very expensive, as you can see. $55 for the rotation, $129 for the alignment, and you can actually get Tesla to come out and do the alignment for you, I believe. Although we've got a sloping driveway, so I'm not sure how that would work. Anyway, other costs. This year, 2021, I just renewed our Rego. It was $509 in New South Wales. And in New South Wales, you need to buy a CTP, which is compulsory third-party insurance as well. That cost me $438 through AAMI. And comprehensive car insurance, I paid this much, $1,787 recently, and that's through the Commonwealth Bank, CommInsure. And we've had one insurance claim, by the way, not at fault. So someone rear-ended us, and look, it was a bit of a hassle, but I think it was actually our fault in retrospect. We probably should have got the details initially. It was a bit of it's complicated. Look, it's, quote-unquote hit and run. The guy sort of literally walked away. Anyway, that's probably a topic for another day. But one insurance claim went to George at Chatswood Prestige near us, Tesla approved body shop, easy as pie, did a great job. CommInsure came to the party and they paid, waived the excess. Very good service. So that's basically the costs of ownership so far in the last 2 years. And yeah, I mean, FSD, we paid $8,500 almost 2 years ago. But I think now it's 10 grand now. So that's, I mean, I can't think of many other costs really. I mean, there's no service as such. We don't have to do a yearly service or 6 monthly service to maintain your warranty, which is one of the best things about owning a Tesla, or I was going to say EV, but other EVs do have a service schedule, so keep that in mind. Got a question here from George. Do you know how much the battery is degraded in your Tesla after 2 years, Tom? I probably should do a range test sometime for the Tesla Model 3. Don't know, I must say. Haven't been driving that much, doing that many road trips at the moment, obviously in the eastern seaboard because of all the lockdowns. But yeah, probably should do a full range test, George. Good question. With my S, it's probably dropped less than 5% actually in 6 years, and that's with the NCA batteries, which is what our 3 has as well. Greg is talking about HomeLink. It can also do electric gates. You can then set distances from home and open the garage door. I set mine for 6 meters down the road. Yeah, that's very true. It doesn't just have to be garage doors. You can do gates as well. Yeah, very true. Yeah, Greg also says HomeLink is about $470 to install now. Just raise the ticket through the app. If you have a Merlin garage door, it should work with additional hardware. Yeah, Merlin. I think Chamberlain as well. So Chamberlain, I needed to get a. I forget the thing. I've got a video on this anyway. It basically makes the garage door look like a Chamberlain, and it works with our Deepal, our Tesla Model 3. Phantom Lane 4. Hey guys, how you going? By the way, Phantom Lane 4 is a podcast which I'm part of on Wednesday nights, so check that out, Phantom Lane 4 YouTube channel. We do a live stream podcast as well. Only service required is new tyres, wheel alignment, replacement of air filter, water for the windscreen every few weeks. That's true, and that is about it. That's so true. Like, yeah, it's water. There's only like one thing in the front when you open it. That's the water thing for your windscreen wipers. Yeah, very true. Dimitri has got a question. How is the tow hitch holding up? So I don't have a tow hitch for our Tesla Model 3. It's actually for the Tesla Model S. It's holding up really well. I've done a couple of short drives. That's all I do. Short drives to the bike park with 2 bikes in the back. Yeah, it's been pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, hey, Mark. How you going? Good to see you. Mark owns a Harley Davidson Livewire, by the way. Yeah, you guys might have seen my video on that. You can let me review it. So, hey, Mark, nice to see you. Paul asks, did you think of replacing your AC filters with HEPA quality filters? No, I haven't actually. I guess next time I do, maybe I will. I'll get to see if Tesla will let me do that. And by the way, I've ordered some charcoal bags. Might stick that in the car as well. And maybe absorb some of that smell. Might work. I'll let you guys know. By the way, if you just joined us on the stream, hello, and don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. We're up to 92 viewers, by the way, and we're only sort of a third to halfway through the stream. So thanks so much for joining us, guys. Tell me where you're watching from and whether you own a Tesla or EV. If you do, or if you have bought one, why did you buy one? And what would you suggest to someone who's thinking about buying an EV? What's the best thing about owning an EV compared to a ICE car or internal combustion engine? If you are chatting in the live chat, consider buying a super chat comment. That would really help support my channel. And also it'll make your comment more visible for me as well. So thank you so much for supporting the channel. And if you're watching this on replay, leave your comments as well. That'd be great. If you'd like to come on the stream, by the way, if you've got a question for me, I'll just put the link here again, here on the chat. You can feel free to come on with your camera or with just your mic. That's not a problem at all. So that's great. So let's have a look at some more comments. Feifei asks, said, can't wait until they release more electric bikes. Yeah, absolutely. Are you talking about motorbikes, I assume? Yeah, that'd be good actually. I'll let Mark tell you how good how much he loves his Harley Davidson Livewire, and it's pretty quick. I saw it go around and walk a couple of times when I did an interview with him. Nathan says, "G'day Tom, still waiting for the New South Wales government to get back to work and pass the EV legislation before ordering." Yeah, I agree with you, Nathan. I hopefully they'll sit in Parliament soon. I think restrictions are slowly easing in our state. So officially, the New South Wales government's EV legislation has not passed yet. So, I guess that Tesla has said they are going to backdate. They're going to backdate those incentives, like the $3,000 rebate for any car under, I think it was $78,000. So that basically covers all the SR Plus variants. And also stamp duty will be waived as well for any car under $78,000 up to 2027, or 30% of new car sales. Then it will be 2.5 cents per kilometre, whichever comes first, either 2027 or 30% of new car sales. Look, I think it should pass. I'll tell you why. My gut feeling says it will, because the CEO of EV Council of Australia, Bao Jafari, he had a lot of say in a lot of input into the New South Wales government's EV bill. So I think it will. Just gut feeling. Obviously, I don't work with government, so I can't tell you for sure, but I think it will. We have a super comment. Thank you, Paul, so much. Paul has pledged $5 and he asks, with tire rotation, what diameter wheels do you have? Does it help if you keep tires inflated to spec? Yeah, we have the SR Plus wheels. So what's that? I think that's the. You're saying the wrong thing here. I want to say 18-inch. I think either 17 or 18. It might be 18. I think it's 18-inch. I've got the aero caps off. Does it help to keep inflators to spec? Yeah, I do keep the tires inflated to spec. Whatever it is, I can't remember the number, whatever PSI it is. But you do notice it in winter. The first cold day of winter, you see the pressures drop. So I mean, obviously keep your pressures, keep the pressures to spec when they're cold. So yeah, that's the first thing I learned about owning a Tesla. That I guess it applies to all cars. Like, yeah, pump the tires when they're cold, for sure. So thanks, Paul, for that. Appreciate the live comments. You can see, guys, if you want to pledge to the channel, you're really helping support the channel with a live comment there. Thank you so much. All right, I've got some more questions here. We go. Let's go back a little bit here. I'll just oh hello. We've got a caller from Mark. Let's see, Mark's ready. Yep. Give us a wave if you're ready, Mark. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's get him on. All right, so Mark is, as I said before, Mark is about to come on. He is the owner of the Harley-Davidson Live Wire that I've done an interview with, and it's a beautiful looking bike. So let's get Mike on. Mark, sorry. Hey, Mark, how you going?
All right, I'm going fantastic.
That's good to hear.
Yeah,
well,
just first up, just to let your viewers and subscribers know, my cancers have stabilised.
Excellent.
And I'm in excellent condition.
Excellent.
That's very good news.
Good. I hope, Mark, you won't mind me saying that, yes, Mark had been diagnosed with bowel cancer, and he's had been undergoing treatment for the last few months.
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. How's things?
Oh, excellent. I've just wrapped up my city range on the bike, and yep. I would like to tell you guys all about it.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I don't know whether you can. Is it quick?
Wow.
Right. So up here, I started here on Sunday, the 29th of August.
Yep.
And my mileage was 737 Ks. That was at 100%, and
yep.
the meter said I had 305 Ks.
Okay.
Of range. And then the last little bit just of city driving, right, was today, Thursday the 16th.
Yep.
And I went 4928 Ks, and that was at 23% left with a range of 80 Ks.
Yep.
Left. Right.
Cool.
And then the last bit there, this is where I filled up at Scone, right, at the NRMA charger, and this was where, like, I had 100K zone.
Yep.
Right, from that, because I stopped beforehand at the 23%. I stopped there at the last bit where it was ended at 60 Ks.
Yep.
And that. Oh, sorry about this, but that yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 29 kilometers left.
Yep.
Yeah, and
okay,
yeah,
so you 91% basically, 9 to 100 to 9%. Yep.
Yeah. So the 77%. I can just get that in there.
Yep, we can see that.
You guys can read that.
Yeah.
Right. It means I did 199 for 77% of range.
Mm.
And that's just on city cycle.
Mm.
And on the combined city with the 100K zone, I did 213 Ks for 91%.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's right. Right, if you remember the guessometer at the beginning at the 100%,
yeah,
said I had 305 Ks.
Yes.
Right, of range. So you divide that by 100, you get 305, times it by 77, right? That's the range I did on the city cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And I get 234.85 Ks.
Yep.
Right? And then a 235, that's the 2.35 is what Harley Davidson reckons you can get on a charge.
Yep.
Right? So that 2.35 times the 77 equals 180.
Yep.
And the 235 times the 91 equals 213.85. And so going by the results, well, I beat the 235 by 11 Ks,
Nice.
because that said 180, right, when
Yep.
you work it out.
Yep.
And I got 191, but I didn't get I didn't reach the 305 target. I was well off that.
Yeah. Okay.
But the good news, right?
Yes.
Right. Well, this is amazing. This is like, I had 44, like at the start, I had 44 watts per kilometre.
Yep.
Right, and that equals, right, like the 476 miles per US gallon of gas, or 202 k's per litre.
Yep.
And then I got down to as low, at one stage I got down to as low as 39 watts.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Good, right, and then you can see there, 537 miles per US gallon, or 227 k's per litre.
Yeah, that's great. That's pretty efficient. I mean, how were you driving? Just normal?
Just normal. Like I kept to the speed limit or just above, right?
Yeah.
These are only in 40 k's, 50 k zones, and 60 k zones.
Yeah.
Right, and of course, like Muswellbrook has only got 7 traffic lights.
Yep.
Right, so it's it's a bit less to a lot less than what Greater Sydney's got.
Yeah, that's very true.
Millions less.
A bit more room to move up there.
Yeah, and
so I've got a question here for you, Mark. Aaron says, what mode was the Harley in? Was it an eco mode?
no, I've got it. I've got it in a special mode. Right, you can program a mode, right, and on the Harley, and it's like so I programmed it with virtually nearly 100% regenerative braking.
Yep.
And like it's fantastic. I've got it down to a T where I know exactly where to let go of the throttle.
Yeah.
And the bike just slows down nicely, gets to where I've got to stop.
Beautiful.
And and each time it's doing that.
Yeah.
Like it's a smart bike. It's putting the brake lights on, so it tells the people behind me.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not touching the brakes, I'm only letting go of the throttle.
Yep.
It's telling the people behind that I'm braking.
Yeah. I think the Tesla's the same thing. Like I've seen on the little screen, the little brake light comes on if you brake or if you're regenerative braking. It's pretty smart. Yeah. And
it's just terrific. And though like on those sections I've done a bit of terrassing.
Nice. You can't help yourself, right? On that bike.
Because awesome. You just love it, and it's you get like every time I've called into to go shopping, I do my local shopping, right? I get people coming over and having a word with me.
Yep.
And
that's certainly a conversation starter.
Oh yeah, I just chat I could chat all day about it.
That's good on you. That's great.
The smiles on my face have just increased.
Remember the day I chatted with you? We had at least 4 or 5 parties come up to us chatting about the bike. Yeah. And
I enjoyed that video. So did you. You enjoyed making it.
I loved it.
And I would just like to personally thank all the subscribers that that wrote their messages in there. Thank you very much. That helps. That helps a lot. Helps a lot. So thank you guys. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you everyone.
Yeah.
Well, Mark, thanks for joining us today. Really appreciate that. Well, maybe we'll catch up again another time.
Yep. No worries.
Thanks, Mark. Take care. See ya.
Too. Bye.
Thanks, Mark. That's so good of him to join us, absolutely. And for those of you who haven't caught Mark's video, I'll leave that in the video description too. I've got a question here from Harvey. Hey, Harvey, thanks for joining us. Oh, sorry, that's Scott's. Yes, EVs are addictive. Yeah, whether that be cars or bikes. Thanks, Scott. Stick on the wrong one, but that's still a good comment. Harvey's got a question here. Hello, Tom. Harvey from Turramurra. Hello, on Sydney's North Shore. Got my Model 3 SR Plus a week ago, 162 kilometers, and Autopilot still calibrating. Is that normal? Just got prompted to download 2021.32. Yeah, I mean, I got the prompt today as well. I must say, Autopilot only took about 10 minutes to calibrate when I first took delivery of our Tesla Model 3. Has anyone else taken that long for Autopilot to calibrate? Certainly wasn't 160 for us. If anyone else has, let me know. That's what's good about this forum. We can sort of share ideas as well. So yeah, we've got Sid EV saying no, it should take around 50 to calibrate. That's kind of how long ours was as well. So yeah, you may want to maybe see how you go with the update, Harvey, with the new 32 update. If it hasn't improved, might be worth a service call to Tesla. So yeah, it doesn't seem normal indeed. Nathan also has a question. Is it front wheel or rear wheel regen? Good question. I think the brakes are in the back, aren't they? Could be very wrong. I thought it was just the back wheels, but or is it both wheels with all-wheel drives? I mean, the performance and long ranges are dual motor. So if someone knows, let me know in the chat. Those of you who just joined us, hello. We have got 86 viewers at the moment. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. And leave a comment below where you are watching from, whether you've got a Tesla. If you've got a question about my Tesla, or our Tesla, by the way, I'll just put this up here again. The topic today was about our 2-year-old Tesla Model 3. So I'll leave those stats up there for you guys. And if you've got a question about that or anything else you want to ask me about having a Tesla for the last 2 years, if you're thinking about buying one, yeah, definitely leave a question as well. And I'll leave a link here to the live stream if you want to come in and join us, whether just with the video or with the camera as well. That'd be great. And think about buying a super chat comment or message as well. We've got plenty of messages coming through. So if you want to leave a super chat, that'd be great. That helps support my channel for sure, and we try to keep this channel as independent. Okay, so Nathan's question was about the Harley. So Mark, if you're in there still, maybe you can help Nathan out there. Peter V, hi Tom, watching from Newcastle. Do you think there'll be Model 3 supply issues in Australia? Hearing you can't get one in the US. From what I've seen, I don't think so. I think if you look at the Tesla website, I think the delivery might be, what, 6? It's normally about either somewhere between 4 to 12 weeks. So there's normally a time frame which you can get the Model 3s. I think that's, from what I've heard from Vita Prime, they are coming in quite steadily into the country at the moment. So yeah, there we go. Dimitri's got a question here. Had my wireless connectivity, cruise control, autopilot all fail in the same week as my suspension, needing servicing at the car for only 2 months. Oh dear, okay. Hopefully yours is just an edge case. That's no good at all. I've heard some people have the SIM cards not working within the first day, so that's a common issue. But yeah, that's no good, Dimitri. Hopefully it's all good now. These things do happen, unfortunately. But you know, Tesla, from what I've seen, you know, they're pretty quick with their servicing. Yeah, Feifei says 3 to 4 weeks for long range. Yeah, that's good to know. But yeah, Ollie says they should add more Tesla superchargers. Yeah, that's so true. I think if you look at the Tesla website, you can see which ones are coming. I am actually thinking about doing a road trip as soon as I can. I really want to visit all the New South Wales Tesla superchargers, actually. Let's just do a loop of New South Wales. What do you guys think? Maybe I should do a planning session with you guys with Live. You can help me out where to stay and good places to visit in around the regional areas of New South Wales, once we're allowed to, of course. Yeah. Here we go. Phantom Lane 4, thanks, guys. All-wheel drive is all-wheel regen. Yep, and similarly, rear wheel is rear wheel. Yep, that's good to know. Excellent. Yeah, do it. Yes, like you said, I was Rob. I was thinking that I do want to do it as soon as I'm able to. Gaffer, hey Gaffer, nice to see you. Just renewed my insurance today. NRMA $128 per month. That's pretty good, actually. Is that with choice of repairer, hire car, windshield, those kind of things? That's kind of on par with my common shield premium with the Model 3. I think I'm paying just a little bit over that, but I've added wave access for glass, and what else have I done? Choice of repair is included as well, and my excess is quite high, but my philosophy with insurance is that it should be left for big repairs, so almost like write-offs. So that's why I have quite a high excess indeed. Jeremy says, Tom, did you see that 2 EV drivers have launched a High Court challenge to VIC's tax on electric vehicles today. Yes, I thought it was just one. I thought it was just Chris Vanderstock. Maybe someone else is helping Chris. Yes, that's very true. So that will be really interesting to watch, actually. So good on Chris Vanderstock, who's another YouTuber, by the way, based in Melbourne. Yeah, so I'm watching that with great interest, as I'm sure a lot of you are as well. Absolutely. Yes. So good on Chris for doing that, indeed. Paul says, Tom, have you used a better route planner and plug share as well? That way you can use other fast chargers too and compare with superchargers. Yes, indeed. I do highly recommend a betterrouteplanner.com. It's a great website, by the way, if you're going on a road trip, designed specifically for electric vehicles. And also PlugShare is good for AC charging. So a better route planner is only really good for DC chargers, whereas PlugShare is good for like, AC chargers around like shopping centers or hotels and things like that. Yeah, so that's certainly recommend that. Yeah, and Sid EV Rob says a better route planner is a great resource. You can send nav data to your car with it as well. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I totally recommend a better route planner. Let's go back through some more comments here. I thought I saw something up here before. If you guys got any other questions, please let me know. Definitely leave that in the comments section or in the live chat, of course. Or if you want to come onto the stream like Mark did, Kaza. Let's see Kaza. Let's see Kaza regularly, maybe. I'll leave a comment. I'll leave the live stream description link in the comment section here. There we go. You guys got any other questions about our Tesla Model 3? If you're thinking of buying one, and if something's holding you back for some reason, let me know, by the way. Or leave a question. There's like heaps of owners here online, so this is as good a time as any to ask a question about Tesla Model 3 ownership. Or if you're just a brand new owner, yeah, leave a comment as well if you've got a question about anything about the car. Like we've had a few people talk about issues they've encountered very early on. I've got to say, I think there are fringe cases. Like most people I talk to are pretty happy with the car on delivery. Unfortunately, of course, things do happen. No car is perfect. So yeah, if you feel like the problem is a bit odd, ask an owner. This is what this is for. Ask someone here on the chat. There you go. Graham's got a question. If you choose a non-Tesla charger with ABRP, does the battery precondition? No, I don't think so. I think Tesla preconditioning only works with Tesla superchargers at this stage. So I don't think third-party chargers like ChargeFox that I know of, they don't precondition. No, I'm pretty sure they don't. Tony has got a question. Tony says, what has been the main downside of owning a Model 3? Okay, so let me think. I've got to be honest here. We're going to be honest with ourselves. I am looking forward to the Model Y, I've got to say. This is more my wife's joy. So she drives the Model 3 more often. So she's come from a higher car. Not higher as in like borrow, like higher. Like it's elevated. She used to drive an SUV. So she misses being off the ground a little bit. So I'm hoping with the Model Y, that'll help things, obviously, because you are high off the ground, and which is why I think the Model Y will sell well. So that's probably the downside of owning a 3. If you've come from an SUV, it is a bit close to the ground. Some people like that, obviously, because it's better aerodynamics. Phantom Lane 4, main downside, the speeding fines. That's quite funny, actually. Yeah, you've really got to watch yourself, because you can get pretty quick. You can go pretty quick, especially in a performance model, like 0 to 100 in 3 seconds. Like that is no joke. Like it's pretty quick. It is good for getting out of a side street onto a main road. If that acceleration is fantastic, and sometimes showing ICE cars who's a better vehicle. But within speed limit, of course. Yeah, so just be careful. They can go. Even the SR Plus, by the way, is pretty quick. Any other downsides? Here we go. Gaffer says, Tony Tran, my main issue is worrying about it whenever I park in public. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Yeah, you start to treat it like your baby. By the way, up to 96 viewers, so hopefully we get to 100 tonight. Thanks for joining us tonight too, guys. Thanks so much for all your comments. Yeah, I'm doing the precious thing where I want to park it as far away as possible from everyone else. And the other day, I think someone parked right next to me in an empty car park, which, just had to do that. But it does happen, unfortunately. Like you see examples of it all the time on the Model 3 Facebook group. It's pretty funny. I'm sure they do it on purpose, right? Like empty car park, you're parked far away from the lift or whatever, entry to the shops, and some ute parks next to you. Why do they do it? They do it. I don't know why they do it. I'm sure just to annoy us. Here we go. Plays, I was worried about that too, but got used to it in a few minutes. Oh, that was this question here, so I'll put this one first. Ollie asks, if someone has bad eyesight, can you see the middle screen properly? Yeah, that was a problem when they reduced the font size, actually, of the speedo, but that's not an issue anymore. So that I think that's been rectified with the latest, not latest, but a few updates ago. So the speedo is actually quite big now. Chint says, got used to it in a few minutes. Was even thinking about whether I need a heads-up display, but no need for that. Yeah, some people, I've seen that aftermarket heads-up display installed just behind the steering wheel. I guess if you miss having a center screen, you do that. Peter says, due to COVID, I can't do a test drive in Sydney. I really am thinking of buying a Tesla Model 3 anyway. What do you think is a test drive necessary? Well, to be honest with you, we kind of bought it, not sight unseen, but test drive unseen. So Joy and I had never actually test-driven a Tesla Model 3 prior to putting an order in. I mean, we had a Tesla Model S. I guess that's something, but I sat in a Model 3 in Las Vegas, actually, before buying it when I was overseas. But yeah, never actually driven a Model 3 before buying it. It's a pretty easy drive. If you really want to test drive it, I know Tesla isn't doing test drives at the moment in Sydney and Melbourne, but I suppose you can find someone on the Facebook group to help you, maybe, if they're really feeling really generous. Or what you can do is ev.com.au is a hire kind of a sharing platform. You could maybe hire it for a weekend or something and test it out. So yeah, I can guarantee you won't regret it. It's a pretty easy drive. Paul asks, have you ever tried the speed assist chimes? I use them all the time so that I don't need to keep looking at speedo constantly. Yeah, that's a good point. No, to be honest, I don't. If I'm in the car by myself, I would just put it on either on cruise control or autopilot, just because it's such a good device to keep it to the speed limit. Yeah, I just don't use speed. I find it annoying, actually, to be honest. I've used it before in previous cars, and I just can't deal with it. It's just, yeah. Maybe I should try it, because I've never used it in my Tesla, just to see. Thanks, Paul, for that. Reese says, someone keyed our car in an empty car park. Ugh, yeah, I feel for you there. That is so annoying. But with Sentry Mode in a Tesla, you might be able to catch that person. Sentry Mode, by the way, for those of you guys who don't know, it's basically CCTV for your car, for your Tesla Model 3. As long as you've got a SD or a USB drive hooked up to it, it'll record anyone who's doing anything nefarious to your vehicle. Yeah. Yeah, Max says you're in for a 6 to 12 month wait is the rumor for Model Y. Yeah, I think the article came out the other day, actually, from The Driven, from a quote-unquote reputable source, I think it was, saying that Model Y might be a fair way away, unfortunately. Sad face. I don't know, maybe 2022 now. I mean, we're already in September, right? So it'd be nice if they open some orders, but probably realistically be 2022, unfortunately. George asks, have you ever had a dent or scratch on the Model 3? Yes, unfortunately. Heartbreaking, yeah, heartbreaking. There was one time I think I was doing a software update video, and it's just a bit of wood on the road. I was just going at 80 on the speed limit, and it just hit the front of the car, unfortunately, so I had to get that fixed. It's yeah, the first cut is the deepest, unfortunately. Graham says, my wife ribs me about parking 1 mile away from the supermarket entrance. We're with you, Graham. Don't worry. Got a few people here who would empathize with you, for sure. Nathan says, is it safe for any tire place to lift the car in order to get the tire out? Yeah, I think someone asked me that on a separate video I did. Yeah, you can buy like tire pucks, third-party tire pucks. Does the Tesla website sell it? I'm not sure. But you can buy pucks which basically hook into like these little holes underneath the car. They're the best places to put a jack, hydraulic lift or something. And I'd probably, yeah, I think some people have said get a puck in there. That way, basically the pressure point is over the safe spots, because you don't want to damage the battery, like very expensive battery that your insurance company won't be very happy with you. I brought it to Jack's a couple of times. I don't know if they use a puck. I don't think so. But I think they know what they're doing, because the car still runs. I've seen it. I've had one car one third-party tire change guys come out, and they lifted it on the same spot anyway with their jack. So I was pretty happy. Any of you guys got pucks in your cars? Let me know. That'd be good to know. And whether you've used it as well. Yeah, Richard, where do you think Model Y will be released? I don't know. As someone said before, sources are saying hopefully next year. Hopefully next year. I think there's a bit of a delay, unfortunately. Here's a good question. In fact, I might do a live stream about this. What do you guys think? Maybe is FSD worth it? Seems to be a pressing question. Have you regretted paying for FSD, or do you feel it was still worth it? Yeah, good question. Look, I don't think I've regretted it. I've enjoyed it because I do like the auto lane change function. And look, for the YouTube channel, I am enjoying testing all the updates. We do get them a bit quicker with FSD package. The auto lane changes, by the way, just with FSD. So that's really handy on highways. You don't have to break Autopilot to change lanes. Pretty easy to use. Demonstrated that a few times in my videos. I don't think so. I only paid $8,500 for it back in the day. I know it's $10,000 now. I suppose it would be good to have the subscription model here for you guys to test it out to see whether it's worth it. Buy it for a month and then see whether it's worth paying the $10,000 overall. I think Elon Musk has said the price will increase eventually when FSD beta drops in your region. So it's a hard question. What do you guys think? Let me know. Nathan says, I only have street parking, so Sentry Mode would be a must. Yeah, definitely. Sentry Mode I've had on overnight, and it does take up a bit of phantom drain with your Tesla. So I think it drops about 5% per night with Sentry Mode on overnight. So just keep that in mind as well. You have to charge your car more regularly. Yeah, Paul says, luckily Sentry Mode was enabled just before I got my car. I used it in the first week for an insurance claim. Yeah, I think that would be, if that's the one thing I reckon, if, well, apart from office checking the car all over, especially the wheels and just the paint job, when you take your car, I would bring a SSD or a USB stick to format straight away. Just plug it into the car as soon as you get it. God, heaven forbid, but you just don't know, right? As soon as you drive out of the showroom or the service center, boom, something happens. That would suck. That would be so annoying. Ollie asks, Autopilot is so cool, but it gets confused with the bike lane and the car lane, so it's hard. It tends to swerve. No, I haven't had that issue yet. There are not lanes, but like a bike section in my area. Haven't seen that cross the lane yet. It doesn't do curves that well, unfortunately. Just basic Autopilot, especially on the left swerve, like a left bend. It tends to like to overcorrect, go too much to the right as you're bending to the left. So I haven't seen that improve terribly just yet. Gaffer says he got his FSD for $5,000. Haven't that. Well done. Nice work. Has anyone found any difficulty having someone older drive the Model 3 because the car is so technologically advanced? I'll just tell you something. I met up with a viewer in my local area. Nice lady. She is, I don't know how old she is, but she's certainly an older lady, and she loved it. She really enjoyed it, and I think she wanted me just to go through some Autopilot stuff with her, but yeah, she had no issues at all. Like she adopted the car so well. I think if you're just keen to learn, you'll be fine. So, just all the standard precautions, obviously, make sure you are still like fit to drive in general, but I don't think so. Yeah, I think if you're willing to learn about the car and got an open mind, I think you'll be fine. That's a 4. Get the pucks from who? From Jeff who or eBay? Yeah, I think Amazon does sell them. Yeah. Graham says, someone on YouTube mentioned to always park nose first so the camera can catch the license plate. You have to have a better view. You have a better view with the rear camera. Yeah, I'll pay that. The rear camera has got better resolution, that's for sure. That's a really good point, actually. I don't know what the exact resolutions are, but the back camera is actually clearer. But going through all my Sentry Mode footage, seems to catch whatever camera it is, front or side repeaters. You can generally make out the number plate pretty easily from what I've seen. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, a lot of people saying pucks off Amazon. Yep, definitely. They are not too expensive as well, by the way. I get asked this probably once a week. Tom, do you know of any way to force or trigger a software update? My car still has an older version since delivery last week. Don't worry, guys. I only got my software update today, and I know some other friends of mine with similar specs got this update like 4 or 5 days ago. So it really is variable. I wouldn't stress, like, they will come. It's I must say, in the last few months, there hasn't been that much of an improvement each time that I would like be upset if I didn't get it quickly. So they do come. So there's apart from the basics, I should say, make sure your car's in an area with really good Wi-Fi. If you want, you can try resetting the car. Obviously, have it on advanced mode. That's about it, really. Like, there's no trick. There's no like, you just get it. So, yeah. Olivia says, if you plan to keep the car for a long time, 5 years plus, I think buy FSD outright. If you own for a shorter period, wait till the subscription is available in Australia and the proper FSD rewrite is released. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, I think the subscription in the US is, correct me if I'm wrong, $199 US, I think, at the moment for the FSD package. Might be less. I think probably add the Australia tax to it. So maybe if it's $299, maybe $399. Whatever it is, either it's $199 or $299. Yeah, it'll be a bit more here, obviously. I think if you're really unsure, maybe just wait for it, and then get it. That's a good point, though. If you want to keep it for a long time, this car, then yeah, buy it outright. If you're only going to keep it for 3 years or something, then again, though, the FSD does increase the resale value. You won't get the full 10 grand back, but you get most of it back, I would think, because there is a market out there looking for FSD package for sure. Yeah, that's so good. Richard Lee asks, is it practical to use your solar panels to charge your car? If you really want to do that, I would recommend getting a Zappi at the moment. Even with the Tesla Gen 3 connector, it doesn't communicate that well with the Powerwall and solar yet. I wish it would, actually. I'm hoping it does very soon, because I've got a Gen 3. It doesn't actually use excess solar. So if you really want that, then Zappi. I think Zappi's got 3-phase charger now too. So Zappi will do that for you if you want to use excess solar. You can, manually do it. I've done it before on really nice days when there's lots of sun. You just alter how many amps the car is receiving charge from your charger, and that way you can. It works better if you've got a Powerwall, by the way. You've got I suppose you can use a third-party solar monitoring system, but you can see nicely just to keep the charging underneath the solar curve. So it can be done. Gary says, my wife is 72 and drives the car like a rallying machine. There you go. That Gary is just making my point there that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what age. Age is only a number, by the way. Definitely. Yeah, age is definitely only a number for sure. Get some more comments here before we. Yep, here we go. It says, Gaffer says, make sure the USB stick you buy for FSD isn't too cheap. Needs to be able to transfer the video at speed. Yeah, 4 megabytes per second. Yeah, for sure. And I would definitely think about buying an SSD, a solid state drive. Not very expensive at the moment. You can get a 500 gigabyte SSD for about $100. I think even less now, the Samsung version. And I think SSDs do help also with because they do only give the files save in like 1 minute increments. So if you're not careful, you can lose a bit of footage when it clocks over to the next minute. So I think SSDs do help with that, with the transfer rate. Greg asks, good question, would you buy a Tesla again given all the new EVs coming up, Merc, Kia, Hyundai? I think in its current state, I still would. I wouldn't mind looking at the what do you call the Ioniq 5, what's it called? Q5? No, lost it now. Ioniq 5, I think it is. Yeah, Ioniq 5. That looks pretty good. But I think the tech is still better in Tesla. It's just better integrated with, and obviously Tesla's got the charging network as well. The supercharging network is just unbeatable at the moment, especially in Australia. Maybe if we get more chargers, I'd be thinking about other brands. But if I see a better car out there, better EV, then yeah, I would definitely consider. But at the moment, I'm still looking at the Model Y. Just can't beat that. Almost at Apple tech, the Tesla tech. Oh, Olivia has got a super chat. Thanks, Olivia. Thank you so much for this. He's pledged $5. Thanks for hosting this chat session, Tom. I really enjoy engaging with the EV community. Yeah, absolutely, you are more than welcome. And thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight too. It's so good. Really appreciate you guys chatting and helping all the new owners too. That's the whole point of this stream, to help new owners, help potential owners. I mean, you know, some of us have been owners for like since 2014, I think, when the S first arrived in Australia. So 8 years on, so the battery warranty is now gone. But you know, there's so much experience in some of the owners from the TOCA, the Tesla Owners Club of Australia group. I've had my S for 6 years, so hopefully I can impart some knowledge to you guys too. So yeah, that's you know, this just so much knowledge and information we can share here for sure. Let's see if there's any more questions here. Sydney EV Rob says, everyone is guilty of hitting the software update button many times trying to force an update. That's so funny. Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, and Phantom Lane 4 says that Teslas come with USBs now already fitted. Yeah, okay, so that's a good point. So make sure you format that in that case. Get that for sure. Format that USB drive. That's a good point. Sorry, guys, I forgot about that. It looks like a Cybertruck too, some people say. A little silver thing in the glove box. Do we have any other questions here? Tom, what notable improvements have you seen over 2 years in the Tesla software on your Model 3? Oh, a lot, actually. I mean, driving-wise, probably not a lot. I mean, I guess Autopilot has improved. No, that's not true. Autopilot has improved for sure. If I look back at my old videos from 2019, yeah, it's come a long way. Just small improvements to help day-to-day, like even stuff like walk away car lock, exclude lock at home. Like, because we keep it in the garage, I like to keep the cars unlocked in the garage. That wasn't possible before. You know, car wash mode recently, where the charger stays locked if you're in car wash. Like small things like that. Like there's a lot to go through. Maybe I should just make a video on that. What improvements we've seen since 2019? That's a good question, actually. Nathan says, yeah, Sentry mode bleeding power means I'll probably be running out of charger of overheat. Out overhead the footpath and with a cable clamp ramp to charge if it's Sentry mode drains it quickly. Yeah, like someone's asked us before whether you're allowed to run a cable from your house on the footpath. I don't know, like it just doesn't seem right to me. Even with a speed bump over it, you have to check with council about that. I just see potential hazards there for people walking along anyway. Don't know, if you've got an approval, let me know, Nathan. That'd be good for others as well without off-street parking for sure. Yeah, Harvey says, bought mine without a test drive, no regrets. Yeah, that's the way. That's the way, sight unseen. Phantom Lane 4, main reason for parking those is the indicator repeaters are pointing backwards and captures the number plate of cars entering parking spots either side. Yeah, that's also a very good point as well. Oh, come on, you're not always last, are you, Rob? For some reason, we are always last to get updates, hence I don't make any update videos, always weeks later. Okay, fair enough. It's, I don't know, I think it's random, to be honest. I mean, on the whole, I think I generally get them ahead of the curve, but occasionally, like this time, I'm not ahead of the curve. Well, guys, I think that might be it tonight. Thank you again for joining us. If you've got any other questions, leave them in the comments or send me an email as well. I'm always available, teslatom@ludicrousfeed.com. You know, happy to always answer your questions. I know there's so much to learn as a new Tesla owner for sure. So I'll try to do this every week if I can. If you've got a topic you want me to do, like, the aim of this channel is to really get people, quote unquote, bums on seats, right? So I really want to get new owners and potential owners into cars. So try and keep it not as technical as possible. Try and keep it, you know, so that the average person who's never heard of Tesla or EVs understand. So thank you guys for doing that for me tonight. It's been great having you on. All the questions and comments has been fantastic, and thank you for the guys who've have bought a super chat as well. I really appreciate that. Like, it makes me feel loved. Like right here, got the feels right here when you buy one of those. So thank you again. Helps to support the channel for sure. So I'll do it next week again, same time, same place, 9 p.m. on Thursday night. Especially in lockdown, nothing else to do for me. So I'm always happy to do this. And if you've got a topic that you really want me to talk about, maybe FSD. I'll talk about that next week. Yeah, we'll do that for sure. But thank you for joining us. And let me cue the outro. But let me just do that for you. There we go. But so nice to see you all. Hope you all have a really good week, and I'll try and release my software update video for 2021.32 very soon. Otherwise, take care, guys. Ciao. Thank you for calling in, Kaza and Mark Kingston as well. Hope you're well. Glad you're doing well, Mark. So nice to hear from you. Hopefully we'll chat again soon. Hopefully we'll chat again too, Kaza. Good luck with Dazza as well. Oh, Branton Smith says nice t-shirt. Yeah, thank you very much. I like the shirt actually. I actually bought this from the US website before the Aussie website came on. There you go. All right, guys. Well, take care. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Happy charging.